Okay, this is lesson 3.3, which is slope-intercept form. And so first we need to break down slope. So slope is the vertical change between 2 points divided by the horizontal change between 2 points. Okay, what's also known as rise over run. Rise represents the vertical change, and run represents the horizontal change. Okay, so those are the two things. Slope tells us how steep a line is. We'll talk a little bit more about this later. But first, let's practice finding slope. Okay, so to find slope, we need to find the slope between C and D. So I'll draw the line. And I'm always going to start at the leftmost point. I'm always going to start at the leftmost point. Okay, so I'll start at C because it's the point farthest to the left. I'm always going to do my vertical change first, so my rise, which to get from C to D, my rise is a -3 because I went down 3. And then my run from here to get to D is a +3. Oh, sorry. Yeah, because I moved right. +3. Negative divided by a positive is a negative. 3 divided by 3 is 1. So the slope of this line is -1. Now the slope between B and C. So I'm going to start at the leftmost point and I'm going to rise first. So to get from B to C, I'm going to rise 3. Then I'm going to run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I move to the right, so that's positive. Positive divided by positive is a positive. The numerator is 3 times 1. The denominator is 3 times 2. The 3's reduce, so the slope between B and C is 1/2. The slope between E and F, this point down here should be changed to an F. I'm going to start at the leftmost point, which is, they're the same. They're on like the same line, so there is no leftmost point. So I'm just going to choose to start at the bottom. So to get from F to E, I'm going to rise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to rise 12. And then to get from E to F, or F to E, I'm going to run 0 because I'm already there. Any number divided by 0 is undefined. So the slope of that line is undefined. From A to E, okay, so I know it's only going to go up a little bit. I'm going to rise just 1. And then I'm going to run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And I move to the right, so it's positive. And 1 divided by 13 is just 1/13. Between B and D, it's right here. It's a flat line. To get from B to D, I rise 0. And then I run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 0 divided by 9 is 0. So the slope of this line is 0. Last one, B to F. Start at my leftmost point. I'm going to rise a negative amount because I'm going down 6. I went down 6, and then I'm going to run 11, which is just -6/11. So that's just practicing slope. So to review a couple of things, if you want to memorize this, you can. Again, we always start at the leftmost point. And if from the left to the right, when you follow the graph, you're going up, that would be a positive slope. This line will always have a positive slope. However, if you're moving from left to right, so if I start here and the line is going down, this line will always have a negative slope. Now, a horizontal line has a slope of 0 because it's not steep at all. Like if someone was walking on it, it wouldn't be steep, so the slope is 0. Okay? Whereas this one would have no slope or an undefined slope because you can't even walk on this wall, right? Like if this was a line, you wouldn't even be able to walk on it. You would fall down. So because of that, and because slope talks about how steep something is, this would be an undefined slope. But sometimes, what if you don't have a graph? What if you only know 2 points in the line that the line goes through? Well, option number 1 is to always plot the points. So like if I had the points 5, 2, and 8, 7, I could plot the point 5, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 2, and 8, 7. And I could count the slope between these 2 points if I wanted to. However, there is a slope formula. The slope formula is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay? The way where these come from is this is the first point, so I would label this x1, y1. This is the second point, so I'd call this x2, y2. So my y's and my x's. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and substitute that in. y2 minus y1. Again, that's my rise, right? The distance between the y coordinates, which is y2, which is 7, minus y1, which is 2, divided by x2, 8, minus x1, 5. 7 minus 2 is 5. 8 minus 5 is 3. The slope is 5/3. That's it. Now, part 2 has to do with y-intercepts. The y-intercept is the point on the axis, point on the graph where the line of solution crosses the y-axis. This always happens when x equals 0. Because if it's on the y-axis, then that means you're moving left or right, 0. So first let's find the coordinates, or the y-intercept of the following lines. So line L. This point is where line L crosses the y-axis. Here's my y-axis. The coordinate of that point is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the y-intercept is 5, because that's where it crosses the y-axis. Line K is down here. That's where it crosses the y-axis. That's at the point 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, negative 7. So the y-intercept, meaning where it crosses the y-axis, is at negative 7. Line M, that's the point 0, 0. So line M crosses the y-axis at 0. Now to put this all together. Slope-intercept form. We have an equation in slope-intercept form if it looks like this. Y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. X and y are still variables. Notice that the slope is always the coefficient of x. In other words, you might see an equation that looks like this. The slope will always be the coefficient of x. So here, for 11 and 12, let's just state the y-intercept, the slope and the y-intercept. So y equals mx plus b. What is the coefficient of x? That'll be my m, so that's 4. This again is the slope. And then the constant is 12. That's b. For number 12, the coefficient of x is 1/2. and the constant is -9. That's my y-intercept. Okay. Let's do a couple examples, just two. We need to graph these two equations. Okay. My slope is the coefficient of x, which is 2. My y-intercept is 4. The first thing you always do is you always plot the y-intercept. So 0, 4. I plot that first. The second thing you always do is count your slope. So my slope is 2, but it's always supposed to be rise over run. So what we actually have to do is put 2 over 1. This means +2, +1. Up 2, right 1. We should have a point there. But that's off my graph. Remember that -2 divided by -1 is also equal to a +2. So instead, I'm going to go down to left 1. Down to left 1, plot my point. Down 2, left 1, plot my point. Down 2, left 1, plot my point. Down 2, left 1, plot my point. And here's your line of solutions. Number 14, same idea. My slope, -1/2. My y-intercept, -1. First, plot the y-intercept, -1 on the y-axis. Then count my slope. My slope is either -1 divided by a +2 or +1 divided by -2. Remember that the negative can only go with one of them. So I'll do this one first. This will be down 1 and then right 2. Down 1, right 2. If I go back to my original point, now instead let me go up 1, left 2. Up 1, left 2. Still the same idea. It's just going the opposite direction. And here's my point. Please rewind if you need to do any of this again.